Hey you guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Cosmic Tarot Activation. Thank you guys for tuning back in. If you're brand new, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm grateful to have you guys. Okay, if you're returning, shout outs to you. Thank you guys for not subscribing because I haven't posted it in a long time. But I truly appreciate everybody that's on this channel. Okay, as I get back on this channel. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my other channel, Midpoint Talks, which is growing as well. And over there it's a little bit different. We talk about emotional healing through traumas, relationships, just releasing old aspects of ourselves, right? And embodying the new. Okay, so you got the Page of Pentacles. All right, so there is some type of offer coming here for you. It's some type of offer, some type of new opportunity. Maybe you're learning to trust something brand new. Maybe you're learning to trust yourself again, right? I feel like you're learning to trust what you invest in. You're learning to trust making the right choices, either in relationships or in whatever that you're planting seeds in. Maybe some type of new opportunity, some type of new work, new creative endeavor, whatever it is. Yeah, Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Wands. Ten of Swords again. That's crazy. Yeah, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of backstabs, a lot of people doing you wrong, bad mouthing you, talking about you, right? Just really being left for dead, being left, like no one really paid you any attention after they sabotage you or whatever, right? I feel like this is also you just releasing an old aspect of you that kept on getting the short end of the stick. I feel like this Ten of Swords also gives me resurrection energy. You've resurrected out of your old self, out of an old way of doing things. Okay, you're no longer the one who's going to sacrifice yourself for anybody, for anything. You're not going to people please. You're not going to overextend, and you're not going to put other people ahead of you. I feel like you're learning to trust yourself. You're learning to trust in new opportunities for yourself. Yeah, there is something that you're becoming clear about, even if you have to kind of like pause and just consider it. And the Hangman also gives me resurrection energy. This is Asar's energy, ancient Kemet Asar energy. That's all about divine awareness and awakening. So, and if you know the story with Asar, Seth, right, destroyed him, okay, broke him up into hundreds of pieces, not 100, maybe 28 pieces, 33 pieces. I don't remember the whole story, but I do know he fought Seth, and Seth represents like just the contrast of our reality, right? The negative polarity, the fears, the angers, the resentment, the negative emotions, even people that's backstabbing, hurting you, constantly receiving the shallow end of a gift, or the short end of the stick rather. And he won. Seth won, and Asar and a few others came together to help, not Asar, or Set came together with a few others to help Asar as she find all his pieces of his body to put back together. Okay, and then he had to go within and really speak to Ra. Ra is the main source energy. Ra is the sun. Ra is our Baba. Okay, our primordial Baba. Okay, just to remind himself. It ended up being a conversation about reminding himself of who he is, where he comes from. So I feel like I'm reading for a collective where maybe you forgot who you were. Maybe you were around people who didn't honor you, who didn't respect you, and who didn't really support who you knew you were. So there was some type of illusion here. Okay, but there was a lot of backstabbing. Yeah, even the Hermit, as I was shuffling too, the Hermit is underneath this deck where you had to go within. Even the Hangman sometimes give me the Hermit because he has to kind of like be suspended for a little while just to pay attention and get illuminated to what's going on within himself, right? And with the Hermit, that's right in alignment. When you go in within, you go into the darkness, you go into learn the hidden secrets. I'm also getting High Priestess energy. Shout outs to you, okay? Because it's so funny. I feel like you don't say a lot, but you're super powerful. You don't say a lot, but you know a lot, and you don't act like you know a lot. You don't claim like that you know a lot. You're just a powerful force to be reckoned with, and you don't go around bragging. So if somebody play you and try to You get into a relationship and they play you, they cheat on you, they manipulate you, they don't give you anything, and they walk away and they think they won. I feel like you already peeped and you just let it go because you know it was a lesson for you, and hopefully they could learn the lesson for themselves. You don't take it personally. I feel like you're always operating on the higher perspective. You're like the phoenix rising. You're like the eagle in the sky. You're the highest flying, you know, bird in the sky. No one's flying above you. I'm also getting an avatar. Remember when that what's his name? Jake had to go and get the biggest damn flying dragon that no one could get because he flew the highest and he was like aggressive, assertive. And that was Jake's energy too. He was a leader. So I feel like that's you. Four of Swords came out here. Could have been something that you had to be put to rest. You had to put something to rest, like some type of belief. Yeah, so you could look at something completely different with the Page of Wands. Okay, so you could just embrace who you are, some type of new passionate beginning, looking at something from a different lens. I feel like you took off the rose colored lens and now you have like, I don't know, some regular colored lens, some clear colored lens, or even just yellow. Yellow, you'll see everything. Yellows is for snipers. Okay, you see everything. I'm not gonna take this. This is a lot. You got the Lovers, the Moon, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, and there goes the Moon when it comes to that illusion. I think this had a lot to do with lovers, right? Literally lovers. This is the choice, like choosing right, choosing higher connections now, not choosing less than, not choosing, you know, baby birds and people that's beneath you when you are whole eagle. You get to find another eagle, and it's usually rare to find another eagle. So I'm getting like divine partnerships, divine counterparts. You're not settling for anything less than. But you had to go within, you had to pause, you had to move away, you had to trust yourself to be able to do that. Oh, excuse me. Pardonnez-moi. Excusez-moi, chérie, okay? Yeah, Six of Swords, walking away from something, an old limiting belief, walking away from a certain type of idea that kept you stuck, that kept you stagnant. Okay, yeah. You're choosing better for yourself with the Lovers that's peeping out. And then the Nine of Pentacles, because now you're starting to know who you are. You're remembering who you are. You're remembering that you're meant to be wealthy. You are a leader. You're a teacher. You're beautiful. You're vibrant. You're also, you receive self-validation. You don't need validation from anybody else, right? You're very independent. I also see that you're meant to be financially independent as well. So maybe people use that against you. Like if you didn't have much money at one point in your life, it's almost like people use that against you. People try to make you feel less than because you didn't have any money. And I could relate. I've had people do that. I had a guy blatantly tell me, if you're still, I don't know, like living in your mother's house, what can you offer? And it's like, that's crazy. That is crazy. Doesn't mean my mother takes care of me. I damn near take care of everything in the house, you know, before I started to help with rent. Just because you live with your mother, just because you live with someone doesn't mean that you can't be a great partner. It's like society really got people messed up out here. And that's why a lot of people are in relationships where they find themselves in those relationships because they haven't healed from codependency. They haven't healed from their insecurities. They want to, you know, be with somebody. Like I know people that go for nurses specifically because they're nurses and talk about their soulmates. But if they weren't a nurse, they worked at Target, they wouldn't even be qualified to date them. So is it the money that's your soulmate, or is it the person really, truly, the essence of the person? Is, you know, I've never rushed to want to be married. I always wanted to be. It's always been in my forefront, in my mind. But it wasn't like I'm going to sell out and settle because like you got to be with this person for the rest of your life and you can't even be yourself. Worse, you're codependent on that person. And trust me, I've been in relationships where they really try to just make me codependent on their love, their money, as if like if I don't take care of what I need to take care of for myself, like I would have to depend on them. And that's when the controlling comes. That's when the manipulation comes. That's when they start to tear you down. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. And I feel like you moved away from that. Okay. What else we have? Oh, 808. 808 is significant. Yeah, Three of Wands, definitely. Six of Swords, Three of Wands. You're gone. Okay, you had some type of foresight to trust that better is coming for you. Eight of Wands. Okay, better is coming for you for you. Not any of this competition. I'm seeing the Five of Wands because the Three and the Eight of Wands. You're not gonna be in situations where you're being put to compete with other women. You're being put to compete with other nurses. You're being, if you're working in a, in a nursing industry or whatever industry that you're in, you're not gonna be put against anybody else because you don't need. I have a, man, it's on my phone, but I have a post that I posted up yesterday on my WhatsApp status, and it was two dogs in a race, and in the middle was, I don't know if it was a cheetah or a panther. I mean, a tiger, one of them. But but the quote was like, it's really an insult to try to prove that you're better. Like, you're not the one that's going to prove you're better. Someone, like, for me, I've had people chose someone else instead of me, and I was like, okay, cool, and kept it moving. And I could cry and be sad and feel less than, and I have to do all that work for myself, right? But at the end of the day, I'm never going to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me. And even if they did want to be with me, but they chose someone else because that someone else had money, that's not somebody that I could be with, because you have no backbone, you have no faith, you have no belief in something bigger than yourself. The fact that you don't even know that when God put two divine counterparts together, there's going to be made a way. And not just any way, especially if it's two divine counterparts, like, you are bound to be a multimillionaire together. And if not, fine. You choose whatever you want to choose. That other counterpart will always continue to go on and be a multimillionaire by themselves. A lot of people don't know that. People are so quick to choose. That's the gag, right? That's the funny thing. You think you choosing up, but you really chose down for a temporary success when you could have had a lifetime success. You could have had lifetime abundance and prosperity and love. What else we got? Tower. Tower. And whenever there's a tower, there's a devil. Y'all already know that. I always say that wherever there's a tower, there's a devil. And the fact that the devil has not come out yet, it's hidden. Addictions, right? People are just addicted to codependency. People are addicted to what they know. People are addicted to control, wanting to choose what they think is best. And time again has proven to them that it's not getting you anywhere. Even if you're good for a year or two financially, it's always going to drop. There's always going to be an ending. There's always going to be an ending. Okay? I feel like if you were someone that was working for someone, you're not going to work for anyone anymore. I think you're doing more online work, like how I'm doing, and many others of us are doing. Some of us that are heeding the call, even if it seems like it's, it's challenging at first. It's hard. It's not, maybe not say hard. It's challenging at first. You're going to be tested, to see if you could really be resilient and withstand how long it's going to take. Is divine timing. It's not your timing. But if you could stick to the plan, stick to the script, stick to the vision, it will come to fruition. But you really have to always remember that photo. In that photo with that guy that's digging underneath the dirt, he keeps digging, and then he reached the diamond, but he just has like one or two more hits to do, but he turns around. Always remember that. Carve that image in your mind. I don't care if it takes you 10 years to do what you need to do. I think that's ideal. I think that's a good enough time. You won't need that much time. Maybe, I feel like as of the last 7 years, we've been given grace to where, being in the age of Aquarius, anything related to the internet it will double, it will triple, it will be so super fast for you to become your definition of success, or what that means to you. Either if it's, let's say you want to go on YouTube, 1,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, 1,000,000 subscribers. Like, now, I feel like it's so much faster to do that with the right consistency, the right tools, right? As opposed to how it was maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And even then, people that got on YouTube and stuff like that early, they saw the benefit early, right? So I feel like you're probably just gonna no longer work with people Like for a job, a company, you're creating your own job. You're creating your own new opportunity. You're betting on yourself. You're learning to trust yourself. You're learning to trust something new. Yeah, and this is going to be long term. Whatever you're creating is going to take a long time. The Knight of Pentacles, it takes a long time. This is like waiting for somebody to call you to tell you they like you. They'll take 5 years, 10 years to probably do so. But divine timing says when it happens, this is going to be forever. Okay, so let's see what else we got. I like this. 3 of Cups with the Death card. Yeah, I feel like this is you collaborating with death, literally. This is you shifting, changing. This is also bringing a death to the type of people that you invest in, the love connections that you give to. You're not doing that anymore. Yeah. This is you creating, co-creating with like-minded individuals also. This is you also finding people to collaborate. I'm also getting, you're no longer working with other people, right? That doesn't support you or support your growth, but it's almost like you're the inheritance. And you're around other people that's taking that energetic inheritance from you. Energetically, they're taking it away from you. So you're now about to start something yourself, and Source is going to bring to you your tribe, the right people that you're meant to collaborate with, because they too have the energy of inheritance. So you could only, it's like attracts like. You're only going to make some money with some people that know how to make money, and the people that are right now in this time are meant to make money. Right now, you find your tribe, okay? This is going to bring you more of the inheritance, more of the financial stability. This is the unexpected windfalls, all of that good stuff, okay? Business, your value is going to increase as well because you're around the right people. Ace of Cups. Period. Can we say anything else? You're around the right people. Aces is God. God's given, God's chosen ones, right? God's is giving you from overflow. This is you overflowing also. Instead of you being depleted, this is you overflowing so much that you could give to others. This is others coming in alignment with you that also shares the same light, shares the same mindset. That's the truth. I can't make this up. What's this? The 10 of Pentacles again. That's the truth. You see clarity about this now. I can invest my energy here. This time and time again, it keeps showing me the same thing. I need to be around like-minded people because your energy just keeps being drained. This is an energetical game. I always talk about that, and I talk about that in my other channel, Midpoint Talks. This is an energy game. Don't be around people that's only taken from you. You know, and don't get it twisted too. Learn to see even when people are giving to you, and let's say you're not giving as much to them that they're giving to you, still pay attention to energetically what they take from you. Okay. Don't think it's just money or things. People take your energy so they can go and create. Exactly. Because you're magnetic. You're attractive. You attract things easily to you. It's almost like people want that energy for themselves. It's also like people want to be around you because they know you're going to attract things. They're going to attract things, right? You're going to attract things for them. And this is how they use your energy. Exactly. And you're moving away from that. You're moving away from that because you're always giving and you're wondering, why am I not, like, I'm putting in the work, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Because you're around people that's just taking your energy, taking your attraction, the things that you're attracting to you for themselves. All right, so pay attention to that. Let's get one activation for this collective. If you haven't yet, subscribe. I truly appreciate you. Okay, share this on your WhatsApp stories. All right, your WhatsApp feed. Share it with a family, a friend, your Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I'm supportive of it. And you're probably watching a whole bunch of other videos also, so you might not. So just like it. Like the video, I would appreciate it. Comment down below if you resonate with this message as well. Let's get you an activation. What's the activation for this collective? Healing. Healing, which is number 29. Yeah, compassion. Having compassion for yourself as well, which is 6. 6 is a lot about family. It's a lot about the home. It's a lot about integration. Okay, working together as well. Yeah, but you have healing here. 2 and 9 is 11. brand new beginnings in love, brand new beginnings in how you give love to yourself. This is giving me heavy heart chakra energy, and I woke up today wanting to do some work on my solar plexus and my heart chakra because they work hand in hand because of yesterday. That sun and that air, you know, is the solar plexus and the heart chakra. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. You're paying attention to your environment. This is the activation for you to utilize the heart chakra, for you to heal your heart chakra right now, and to pay attention to your environment. Pay attention to what's pouring into you. Pay attention to what's nurturing you. Pay attention to what's celebrating your healing, what's assisting in your healing. Okay. 29, again, 2 is collaboration, 9 is completion. So you're done collaborating with things that doesn't serve you. 2 and 9 is 11, which is new beginnings as well. Okay, new ideas, new self-image. Okay. A lot of green. Wear green, eat a lot of green, smoothies, salads. Listen to green heart chakra frequencies. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, if you feel imbalances in your solar plexus or your heart chakra, email me, midpointtalks@gmail.com or todayswellness@gmail.com. Information is in the about section. And we could, I could do like a chakra clearing for you, or even just dig deeper to find out what it is, because shadow work is needed. Listen. You're doing good. Other than that, you've made a beautiful, you made some progress, amazing progress in your life and what you're co-creating, who you're attracting. You're looking good. You're in alignment with source, with the universe. Your cosmic team is supporting you. Right now it's just healing and releasing from all of that. It's almost like if you have any lingering resentment, fear, sadness, not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy, low value, low self-worth because of all the shit that you dealt with before, this is a great time to allow yourself to heal. Okay? Do your healing work, do your journals, get you some green candles. Okay? Green and pink. They both support the heart chakra healing. Journal some serious activation prompts that could help you move away from that. It's like, I know my worth. I'm worthy of love. Although my past experiences was challenging, it taught me how to protect myself. It taught me how to trust myself. I trust myself. I bring down my guard. A lot about the guard too. Your guard is up. I didn't get the 9 of Wands, but I feel that when it comes to the heart chakra. Bring your guard down. Open up yourself. Surrender. Surrender yourself. Mother yourself. You know how the mother gets to the mother and the father protects their child. So protect your inner child by trusting that you don't have to fear going out to live in this world. You got this. Okay. But if you need some more time to keep doing the healing work, do so, because you deserve it. And I say you deserve it. You don't only deserve the healing, but you deserve the brand new that's coming for you. The love that is here for you. You don't want to sabotage it because you're still in fear, resentment, anger, sadness. All right. Love y'all. Peace out.